This video from Sam4S help, we're taking a look at the out-the-box initialization and first use setup of the NR500 series of registers. In particular, we're looking at the retail version, so the raised keyboard version. In this video I'm using the 510R, so it's the machine with a raised keyboard and one printer, but the process will be the same on the 520R, which is the raised keyboard version with two printers. It'll also be very similar on the flat keyboard versions, but I've done a separate video for those, you see. Welcome to check that out instead. Just a disclaimer up front, if you haven't ordered your cash register yet, we'd always recommend ordering off an authorised Sam4S dealer and get them to program the machine for you, at least the initial programming. If you've got your till and you've had it pre-programmed, stop watching this video, because the process I'm going to show you is really a dealer or engineer only process, which will effectively wipe your programming and sales data and set the machine to year zero almost. So if you've had it pre-programmed, don't carry out this procedure. If you are having to carry this procedure out, I'll do a couple of videos. So this one will load the default memory allocation, which would be suitable if you're not using the machine with a barcode scanner and not doing mix and match promotions. And then I'll have another video showing you more detail what options are in the memory allocation, because on the machine you can play around with the memory and prioritize different settings, but I'll go through that in more detail. So this is basically out the box setup and initialization for a 510R that you haven't had programmed, that you're happy to wipe, and that you want the default memory loaded on. Okay, it's just a quick thing. You obviously, with the till, you get a take-up spool, and then there's a take-up spool disc on the other side. You obviously need the spool on the twin roll machine. On the single roll machine, the 510R, it depends whether you're going to use the machine in journal mode or receipt mode, but again, I'll have another video explaining more about that. You get a little starter roll to get you going. The full manual keyboard layout, technical manual, are on the disc here. There's a quick setup guide which does have this procedure that I'm carrying out now on there, and you also obviously get your keys. There's lots of different keys. Basically, each key will turn to the theory is each key will turn to a certain position on the key lock, so you operators only go to reg mode, whereas the manager might want to do reports, and then you'll also have a PGM key for programming. For this procedure we need the key marked C, which is a service key. What I'd recommend is once you've done this, you pop the C key away in a safe place, because it's not really a normal key that someone would use with the till, because there's all sorts of settings you can change and cause problems with in the service mode. Okay, so to do the initialization and get the till up and running, pop the C key in, turn it round to the 6 o'clock blind position, which is the service mode. It's one turn past PGM. It's unmarked because you're not generally supposed to go into it. You then press and hold down the check button here, plug the machine in, and then turn it on at the rocker switch at the side. Release the check button. It says RAM all clear. You then push the top left, bottom left, top right, bottom right buttons on the keyboard, and the machine performs the clear. Warning, receipt paper end. Probably best if you're watching this video first, put some till roll in first, but because you only get a little starter roll loaded, and we kind of need to look at what it says on there. So the paper that goes with this machine, 58mm printer, it needs to be thermal, so you've got to use thermal till roll paper and load it so that the shiny side is facing up. Pop the receipt printer cover back on. There we go. I'll show you the spool loading in a separate video. Clear should get rid of the error message. RAM all clear, so we've got basically it's confirmed the version number and the fact that your memory clear has happened. Now here's the key bit, load default settings. So no is X time. Yes, I'm just going to load the default settings on this video, but I'll have another one showing you the different options you've got in the memory allocation. So we want to go load default settings. So you get a little printout confirming the memory settings. So you can see them there. I'll go into more detail about how, if that's not suitable for you, you can change them in a separate video. Then key, well, the first thing to do probably I'd recommend is key swap the keys over, so turn the key round to the off mode, get rid of the service key because you shouldn't need to use it again, and then in the reg mode, because we've already loaded our till roll, I'll just quickly show you how to log in. So you press a number here, so number 1, CLK hash, Clark hash, sorry, and that's got you logged in. So you can see Clark 1 is on the display, and then now we can start processing a sale. So to process a sale, it's the amount of money. Notice how I'm not pressing decimal point, it's just the amount of money into the appropriate button there, subtotal, and then you've got different tender buttons on the machine, so cash, check, charge. These are a bit old-fashioned for me, really. Obviously cash is massively on the decline, but still popular. Check, I don't know anyone who takes checks anymore. Charge is kind of cash register language for credit card. So if they're paying by credit card, you would simply hit that button there and it would tender the transaction. If they're paying by cash, I always type in the amount of money, hit the cash button, and then your change is displayed, so there's less chance of issuing incorrect change. You got a receipt print out. So yeah, basically that's the initial setup of the machine, and then basically how to log in and use it. So you can use them out the box, but obviously having them pre-programmed is better, because your receipt header or message will be programmed, all these will be programmed for you. So if you're looking to get on and use the machine, then thanks for watching. We'll have other videos showing you how to get the best out of the machine, so how to run the reports, how to do all sorts of operations. But if you're now looking to program the register, I'll have videos showing you how to program your receipt header message, how to program your PLU buttons, and also how to get rid of this old-fashioned check and charge button and turn one of them or both of them into card payment buttons. So check out the playlists and video links that are appearing on screen now. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel or visit sam4shelp.co.uk for more. Thanks for watching.